Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Here we have a residential application. So you can see here we have some lattice work, and the only obstacle, if that's even an obstacle, really is this doorway here. However, the doorway does go out, but I don't see how you would occupy this space back over here. So I'm going to say that's not really an obstacle. Other than that, it is a kind of a low ceiling height, I guess you'd call it. And so let's just look at that. We have a 7'6" to these lower cross members here. Also, I have a distance the customer told me between each one of these 2x4s here, actually 2x5s, I guess you'd call them, is 1 foot 2 1/2 an inch, and that's very specific, and we need to keep that in mind while we look at some of these options. So overall length here is 13 by 17, and I think that's pretty much it for right this moment. So let's turn that off and look at some different options. Option 1 would be to place just two 4,000 watt Slimline units. I picked the Slimline units just because of their shape and the fact that they're, there's like a squarish looking tight small appliance. So I kind of like that for that purpose, and everything in here is square, so that's kind of matches that. So in any case, there's just 2 units. I think they are roughly, let's see what we got here as far as distance apart. I have them at 5 feet apart from each other. So let's bear that in mind. And then also let's just look at the footprint of heat. So you can see with just 2 units here, we're able to cover this table. It's like a 4x4 seating area here. And it covers it fairly well, I think, with just 2 units there. You can see you might want to move the heaters or the table more to the left, or move the heaters off center. I've actually have these heaters in the center of the patio. And another point is that you can move these brackets here along the channel, which is right here, and so that you can line that bracket up with mounting it on whatever point is most convenient. There is a measurement that you have to, a minimum measurement that you can't go further over here, let's say with this bracket, or vice versa on that bracket. So look at the manufacturer's instructions to get that information. So that would be one option. And yeah, by the way, that 5 feet, I just have it centered in this, between this span as well. So all right, let's go ahead and look at something else that we might be able to do. So something else would be to place 4 units in here. 4 units would just give you, it's the same 5 foot distance apart from each other. And the only other thing that we need to maintain is the 18-inch clearance from any wall. So let's just look at that clearance here. Should be no problem, but you do need to maintain that 18 inches of clearance. And that's not an issue here. So let's turn that off and look at the footprint of heat. So footprint of heat, you can see that we're covering just about the entire space here quite nicely. So I think that would be another option. These are all 4,000 watt units again. You can see there is a retaining wall here, and the patio deck comes out just a little bit further on that side, I think, than this side, but yeah, that looks pretty good. And it's a full coverage there. So you might be asking yourself, why don't I place them within these spans here? Well, you need 6 inches on either side. So that's 12 inches of distance plus the 5 inches of heater. So you're at 17 inches. And what we have here is, I think we have 14.5. So, and then also just to reiterate, these are 4.5 inches tall is what I have here. So let's just say that we were going to place a unit in there. Let's go ahead and click that on here, you can see that, yeah, I can push it up just slightly, and the only reason I can push it up slightly is because we're still meeting the clearances above here. Let's see if I can show that here. And I'm just kissing the clearance. This is a 6-inch clearance all the way around the unit on top, and then that 18 is all the way around on the bottom. So this is the 18 down below, and turn that off here. So yeah, I'm just kissing that clearance here, and what I've done is just basically raised it up 2 7/16, and so the clearance, you'd have to put something up on top here to extend that out, maybe get a longer bracket. I think they have a 2, a 4, and a 6-inch longer bracket for this unit. But in any case, yeah, you're looking at 2 1/16 of an inch drop from that this lattice work up here. So let's see if there's anything else I want to say about that. And so here I just placed 3 units. Let's go ahead and look at the ray, and I'm going to click off that and the dimensions off. So with the ray, you can see I'm only able to capture about 11 feet this distance here. And if you're not sitting in that chair or in the table space, then you're not going to be hit by that ray. And that's similar with the other ones as well. So, but you do gain 2 inches roughly, so that might be an option. So all right, anyway, this is going to be my probably my favorite option here, which would be the 4 units if you really wanted to heat up this entire space. All right, well, thank you for watching. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. If you want to have us evaluate some of your space, you can send your information to support@PatioHeat.com. And please give us a thumbs up. It just helps us with the YouTube exposure. I really appreciate that. Thank you and have a great day.